The splicing of columns is for when we want to make a column longer and get it to the required height, or to change the section size of the column. We will learn how to model the connection for the second way on a star column. But if you want to learn the first method, let me know so I create a video for that one too. If you look at into these two columns, you will see obvious difference in their sizes. I exaggerated on these a bit more, so it would be easier for us to create the connection. Now go to File and create a new family on a structural column. Delete everything you see in here, and let's start with creating the base profile. So go to create and start drawing some reference planes. We are going to create it a little big so we can control it better. So I am going to create 2 lines in this part, mirror it for the other side, and then select them all and rotate it with copy. Use place to put it exactly in the center like this. And now again we are going to create some other reference planes for this part here and for these 2 parts. Now we need 2 more parts for the web. So I'm going to create one in here, another one for this part, and then I'm going to use mirror to copy them for the other side too. Now we will use the dimension for creating some parameters. I'm going to create the first one from this point to this center and to here and here. Make it equal and create another one for the dimension. Okay. Repeat it for the other side too, exactly like this one. Make it equal and another one for the parameter. This one is going to be the base width, and this one should be the base height. Another dimension for the flange, for the size of the flange. In here, make it equal, and another one for the parameter. And repeat it for the other side too. Select them both and create one parameter for both of them. Base, flange. Now for the thickness, we are going to create some smaller dimensions for all of these parts. Select them all and create a parameter for base, flange, thickness. And the last one is for the web. So I'm going to create one for this part, make it equal. This one is for parameter and another one for the other side. Select them both and let's call it base web thickness. Perfect. Now we are going to create the other profile. So before that, let's go to one of the sections, maybe this one. And in here, you can either create it from the lower ref level to somewhere here, or from the upper ref level to somewhere around here. I'm going to go with the second way, so I will create a reference plane in this part, and then I'm going to create a dimension like this, select it and turn it into a parameter, which is going to be our height. And okay, now select this reference plane and let's call it base. Now if you go to the plane ref level, first we need to set the work plane on the base, this one, reference plane base. Okay, and now you can create the other reference plane too. Now before that, I'm going to change the color so we can recognize it easier. Let's go with red, and okay, change the color and also the line pattern if you want. And okay, now I'm going to create it very small in the center so we can find it easily, exactly like the other one, exactly like this green profile. I'm going to create 2 reference plane in this part, mirror it for the other side, select them both and rotate them. with place exactly from the center 90 degree. Okay, now go to create, and again with reference plane create some other lines with the red one in these two parts for the flange. And the last one is for the web, so I'm going to create it exactly in these parts. Now use dimension and put them exactly in the center. Create another one for the parameter and repeat it for the other side. This one is going to be the height, top height. This one should be the width, top width. Next should be the flange. Again, first set them in the center, and another one for the parameter. Select them both and create a parameter. Let's call it top flange. Okay, some smaller dimension for these parts. Select them all. Let's call them top flange thickness. Okay, and the last one is for the web. Set it in the center. Okay, and now for parameter, select them and let's call it top web thickness. Now it might look a bit confusing and complex, but we know exactly what is what. So now we need to go to front view, and in here we are going to create a sweep blend, and we are going to first draw the path exactly from the center, or you can draw it the other part in here maybe and then align it with the center line. I'm going to draw it exactly on this part, and then I will lock all of these parts. Let's also lock it with this part, and okay, it finished. And let's draw the first profile. Click on this part and then edit profile. Now we need to go to one of the floor plans. Let's go to this one, and in here we are going to create the green profile. So I'm going to use this line and I will draw it exactly on these lines. Now that the base part is complete, before hitting finish, make sure to align and lock all of these pink lines with the reference planes, because otherwise the parameter might not work. So take your time and align and lock them with the lines. Okay, now you can hit finish, and let's go to profile number 2. And in here again we are going to create the lines exactly like this one on the red reference planes. So again, select the line and draw it exactly on these red lines. Okay, now again make sure to align and lock all of them, and you can hit finish. Let's look at it in 3D view, and it is something like this. Now you can hit finish again. Before loading it into the project, let's first check the parameter. Base height 1.5, okay, width 1.5, cool. Base flange 80, okay. The thickness, let's go with 8, cool. And the web thickness, let's go with 4. Okay, now the height, let's check it on 50 centimeter. Okay, and the top height, let's go with 80. Okay, top width, let's go with 80 again. You can change them separately. Top flange 30, cool. Top flange thickness, let's go with 2 centimeter. Okay, and the web, let's go with 5. Perfect. Now select it and assign a parameter for the material. I'm going to just simply select this one, and now we can load it into the project. I'm going to put it in here for now. Let's go to 3D view. Okay, and now I am going to go to north view and then align it exactly from this center to this part. Okay, let's check it from another section, this one. Again, put it on wireframe and then align it to the center. Perfect. Now let's set it in its place. I'm going to first set its base. So let's go to one of these sections and see the gap in here. It's 1 meter. So I'm going to select this one and set the height on exactly 1 meter. Okay, and let's go to 3D view. Now I'm going to select this one, this column in the bottom, and in here I will check all of these dimensions. The length is 1.2 and also its width, and the flange size is 50 centimeter, and all of the thicknesses are on 5 centimeter. Okay, now I'm going to select this connection, go to edit type, and in here we need to set all of those numbers on base part. So I'm going to put this on 1.2 and also this one. The flange size for the base is 50 and the flange thickness is 5 centimeter, and also this part should be 5 centimeter as well. Okay, and apply. Perfect. It is exactly aligned with these lines. Now for the upper column, I'm going to select it, and again let's check all of these dimensions. 80 centimeter for the length and width, 50 centimeter for the flange size, and then 3 centimeter for all of the thicknesses. So again, select this one, go to edit type, and for the top part it is exactly on 80 centimeter. The flange size should be on 50 centimeter, and all of these thicknesses should be on 3 centimeter. Apply and okay. Perfect. This is super accurate. The thickness of the base part and the top part is usually the same, but I changed it in here just to show you you can change anything. You can create parametric or add lots of details for different parts according to your documents and according to any detail that you have. Therefore, the connection, the shape of it, the size of it, and the way they are connected, the shape of the column, and all of these things could be different. And I'm sure if you can create something like this, you can create any other thing that you want. So if you enjoyed watching this tutorial, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.